Google AI Studio has this new feature that's flown under the radar, but it is quite amazing. So if you select the Gemini 2.0 Flash Experimental and you make sure the output format is images and text, you can quickly generate a blog post that has images included and the images make sense. For example, I asked it to create a blog post about a chocolate chip macadamia cookies with each step, making sure to include an image. And it did just that. So it's creating my blog post here. And then step 1, I've got the image for step 1. Step 2, the image for step 2, and so on and so forth. Now, most of the images are really, really good, except for this one, but we can change that really easily. We've got the tray, we've got the cookies here, we've got the cookies after being heated, and then the final result with a tea and some cookies. And the blog post is really good. You know, it's not bad. It probably needs a little bit of editing, but it's such a useful tool and it's completely free. There is some limits to it, of course, because it is free, but you really should be aware of that it exists. And I'm going to show you the image feature that it has, which is kind of blowing my mind recently. But what you want to do to be able to do this, you're going to go to Google AI Studio. If you haven't created an account, you should do so. It is completely free. And don't worry, it is completely free, and if it looks a little bit complex because it is built for developers, don't worry, it's actually very, very easy to use. So we're going to go to AI Studio, we're going to create a prompt, and here I want you to make sure you've got this model here, Gemini 2.0 Flash Experimental. There are a lot of models, so in the Gemini 2 series there's a lot here, but we want the preview and we want the Gemini 2 Flash Experimental, and the output format, which is new, you want to change to images and text. So now let's ask it to write a blog post about maybe creating hummus this time. I just think it's good for cooking stuff, but you could essentially do anything, right? And the prompt is going to be really easy. Obviously, the better the prompt, the better the output. I'm not going to worry too much about things like internal backlinking and all that jazz, because I just want to show you the capabilities here. Please create a recipe blog post about the best way to create a delicious hummus. Make sure that it is in a relaxed and fun to read tone. Make it concise. The blog post should be at least 1,000 to 2,000 words in length. With each step, make sure you generate the image that should go along with the step to add supporting content with it. I want the images to be taken from a top point view, and the kitchen counter should look like a modern wooden kitchen counter. I don't know. For example, by the way, if you're wondering, this app that I'm using for dictation is called Super Whisper. A lot of people have been asking me at the moment. So you see now that it is creating everything here, hummus, tahini, and stuff like that. Maybe we'll get it to fix that. But good, I've got the chickpeas here. I know I need chickpeas for hummus. Peeling the chickpeas, there's an image pretty good of a person peeling the chickpeas, tahini. That's really good. Lemon, you need lemon for hummus. Unreal. Cutting the garlic, for example, putting everything in the blender. Like, how good is that? That is a good image. Incredible. Delicious looking hummus. Wow. And then at the end here, that's really, really good. So, you know, you've got the blog post here. If you want to amend it, you can do that really easily. So, let's say, for example, I want to amend the beginning here. I don't like the food lovers, for example. I can delete that here. And that's it. Then I can just copy this to my website, whatever that is. I can download the images. Let's say I want to download this one. I can download. Now, they will have obviously the little icon that shows people that it was AI generated, which is fine. You can cut that if you want to, but no big kind of deal breaker there, right? Let's say you want to not have the garlic here, right? Because it makes no sense. I'm going to download this image. Then I'm going to show you how you can amend the image. I'm going to create a new prompt. I'm going to add the image that it generated for me here. And I'm going to ask it to please remove the garlic. Cloves. So please remove the garlic cloves, and let's see if it understood what I'm asking it to do. Unreal. And here is the original image, right? And then here is the other image with the garlic cloves removed. Kind of perfect. This is really, really cool, really interesting. And then you can do a lot of other things. Does it do wording on images? It does, but you can see in the original kind of blog that we made, it kind of got all over the place with a lot of the recommendations or a lot of the writing. So that might not be the best thing for it. But I really, really like this. It's such an incredible tool. The fact that it's free is kind of blowing my mind at the moment. So again, you need Google Layout Studio, which is free. Go to the model, 2.0 Flash Experimental, images, and off you go. Again, there's a lot of requirements that make a good blog post, including, are you linking to other things? Is your website really quick and all that? If you want to learn all these things, we have a community that'll teach you that. We even have a free one. I'll leave a link here so you can start that out. But how cool is this? You have a AI writer that also places the images and understands the contextual image that should be placed in there. I think this is an absolute game changer. That's it. Really quick and easy video. If you like this sort of stuff, make sure you consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do me a favor, hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm for us. Cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.